is ready to go.
Buck Buchanan sends it deep. Colorado won the coin toss and deferred, and that means Bert Ficklin, his first.
But he made a difference against BYU a week ago.
Send him in motion. Ficklin keeps it. Has some real estate in the plus territory. Up to the races. And the true freshman quarterback on play number 2 reaches the end zone. PAT, what a start. Back in front of the home crowd after that tough loss last week. And it's 7-0, and we're 40 seconds into this one.
Well, fortunately, taxing game, physically taxing game. You couldn't ask for a better start if you're a Utah fan.
Here's Gibson from the 4. And the freshman takes off, elite speed and quickness.
That's what he's doing inside Pat Shurmur's offense that game against the Cyclones.
Lost the handle on the pigskin. And tackled in the backfield was Cam Michael. Late yesterday that both Farrakhan and Gibson would get a lot of snaps and a lot of reps tonight. End over end punt. Aided by the wind off the bounce. A dangerous return and tackled at the 25. Entertaining start. And you wonder what the nerves would be like as Ficklin this time is going to be corralled behind the line of scrimmage. Jeremiah Brown met him. And they're going to lose a yard or two.
Well, a good start as a true freshman as well. But I tell you what, so impressive. The coaching staff told us that he has poise and the demeanor that he carries himself with. You would never think he was an 18-year-old freshman. So hearing that from, obvious throwing down.
Here comes the pressure. They'll set it up in the flats, and it's incomplete. Looking for Daniel Bray. And the pressure got there in plenty of tired. He's having himself an incredible season. Transferring in Coach Prime's program. And Farrakhan with a fair catch. So Colorado, pretty good field.
Stadium. How do they respond tonight being down 7 early?
There goes Welch over the right side. And on 2nd down and 9, a gain of just 2. Sepulona brought him down. Miller, the running back, now serving in pass protection. Salter goes down. The shoestring tackle back at the 40 by Trey Reynolds.
Just get an extra half a second against pressure. There was an opportunity for a huge Colorado play.
Parker picks up 2 back to live action. And I mentioned the trust between quarterback and head.
Use that Iowa State game as a building block. Right now, he's not been up to task.
Ficklin spun away from the first potential tackler. And a 2-yard pickup close to the 30. It'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, a low snap, and Ficklin in traffic looking for his tight end Bentley. And it is incomplete.
Athletic he is, but when it comes to 3rd down, obvious passing situations, can he make the plays he needs to?
And it's a fake punt. The Utes have a 1st down and a lot more. Dallin Bentley. Well, that's one. Very far. And Bentley did the bulk of the dirty work. Daniel Bray over the left side, a 2-yard gain on 1st down. And what a momentum shift that was after CU's deep.
Surprise if Utah tries to combat that by running the football.
Ficklin keeps it with a crease and right at the line to gain. That is enough for the 1st down. 5-yard pickup on thinking about the top 10 picks next year's draft. Ficklin gets rid of it, broken up beautifully at the last minute by DJ McKinney and Ryan Davis. Last year's squad. They've shown flashes at different times on both sides of the ball, and again deflected. Preston Hodge that time, the 0 for 5 to start his first game as a huge starter. And tumbling down towards the 30. It'll be 4th down from there. Now decision time for Kyle Whitty. 54-yarder in the Rose Bowl. Wind certainly is a factor. And Curtis drives it right through, extending the Utes' advantage. Plenty of distance and a powerful stroke. How about advantage? And Dylan Curtis, after connecting from 53, that's a touchback. Let's get you back to the studio.
The Aggies are rolling.
Big possession for CU. Michael spun down. He's going to lose 2. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
And coverage Utah likes to play.
Salter, the starter, again retreats off the back foot. Nowhere close to the line to gain. And sent down quickly was Sinsu. In for CU to punt. And Mana Carvalho back deep to receive. The wind drifts this one back all the way to the 23. Carvalho waiting for the convoy. Made one defender miss, tumbles down to the 40.
I think he has done a tremendous job coming over from New Mexico.
Yeah, coming in from the Lobos. There goes Parker. Wayshawn, show me the way to the end zone. A 58-yard touchdown run for the Utes.
Can Colorado slow down this Utah Russian attack? Everybody in the country knows that. That is exactly what pass in practice a couple days ago.
They stole it on the attempted tunnel screen. Open receiver, and the pass is going to be intercepted. Utes are up 17-0. And the freshman quarterback has yet to complete a pass until now. Bray's got it, and he's got a first down. Daniel Bray is so shifty, and he's only 190. Sixth best rushing offense this season. Adding to that total, there's Parker. Through a lane across the 40 into plus territory. The Utes on the move again. It's a gain.
Really high level for this Utes football team.
They'll try Parker again. Stood up by Jeremiah Brown after a gain of just one. And here comes a flag. We saw a fake punt in the first quarter by Orion Phillips. Not this time. Fair catch by Farrakhan Jr. Buffaloes will take over.
Really struggling with those two facets.
Play action. Time for Salter. Flings one deep. And spinning down was Harge near mid to start. Miller and Welch, the running back. Salter wants to throw it again. Liberty transfer, and that pass was deflected. There is a flag down at the 2. Holtzclaw. John Henry Daly getting lathered up. 3rd and long. Salter again off the back foot. And nobody home. That pass without a receiver within 25 yards from in the Big 12 this season. That kick coming from the 20 after the safety. And the return by Glover. What we saw in Ames earlier.
I tell you what, Bear Bachmeier is special.
He wears number 47 as a starting quarterback. It's beautiful. For you, it's been a struggle just because those games are so physical. Ficklin, a beautiful keep on the move again. The stutter step into CU territory. Well, the fake to Daniel.
Pops wide open down the sideline by himself. You see it. Corner. Safety going with the post. The nickel.
Iowa State back in Boulder 2 weeks ago. Salter pressure. Gets rid of it and heaves it out of bounds. His running back Micah Welch was in the air. Salter, the slant pattern. It's there. Right at the line to gain for Sincere Brown. Pickup of
grew up just a couple miles from Rice-Eccles Stadium here. He is everything that the Utes are all about.
Salter escapes.
Been one of the best coordinators in America going on a decade now.
Lasso down in the backfield. John Henry Daly. And a loss of
Utah showing that right now.
Here they come over the left side. Pocket collapsing. Salter the pump fake. Retreating again. And out of bounds. With the throw, Jonathan Hall. Salter has simply thrown the ball away under duress.
Just nowhere to go with the ball.
Greaves with the punt. Carvalho keeps his play alive. Tumbles down, crossing the 40. And even with a freshman quarterback, a lot can happen in his growth and development.
How about that? A little wildcat. That was the running back, Wayshawn Parker, taking the job, managing the game and executing this offense.
They'll roll him out. The left-hander delivers. That's a strike into plus territory. Buchanan starting to heat up, a gain of 14.
How about that?
And the nickname stuck. In the pocket. He'll escape. He is slippery. To the edge. He'll make something out of nothing. And here comes a flag. 2, in fact. Make it 3 as Ficklin sails out of bounds. It's freshman on freshman. McPherson, the wrong end of that collision. Ficklin takes off. Get back to the original line of scrimmage on 2nd down and long. And now Ficklin over 100 yards around and 11. Box is light again. Ficklin thought about throwing it. Now takes off. The jump cut and a first down. He slides in safely at the 30. Now Ficklin found a point. Approaching 5 minutes. Ficklin zips it. Pass is caught. Was he in bounds? The answer is yes. The far side grab by Larry Simmons. Moei on the field. Utes show a power look. Ficklin wants to throw it and short-armed it. And it may have been tipped by Byard at the last moment as well. He's been active his last couple of games. DeMatha High School, known for its basketball, an outstanding athletic program. Here's Ficklin, a little shake and bake inside the 10. It'll be third down and short, and Utah inside the 10. Rogers, the running back, it's a power look. Rogers maintains his balance and plows over the 5. He'll pick up the first down. It's first and goal from the 4. And a look that screams, we're going to run it straight at you, and they do. To the 2, and that's it. It'll be second and goal from there. I mean, you feel like you know what's coming. The question is, can Colorado see it? Same look. Rogers again off the right side to the edge, into the end zone again for the Utes. The dominant first half by Utah continues.
Linemen on the field. That is just power football to a T. It embodies what Kyle Whittingham wants his football team to be.
I never little offense tonight, and approaching record territory at a differential of 355. Let's get you back to the studio and Matt Berry. Good evening, Matt.
All right, guys, time now for your...
I tell you what, Willie Fritz knows how to coach football. Every stop that he's been, year 2, his programs take off.
Quentin Gibson off the screen, able to escape. Buffs in search of a spark here at the end of the half, and Gibson back to safety and interception. The 5 TFLs by this Utes defense. Caden Salter, familiar refrain, retreating to his right. Bounds. It'll be third down and 10. Famahi is applying that pressure into the slot, top of the screen. Salter again to his right. Salter gonna be sacked. A whistle to play dead back at the 5-yard line. And again, the Utes defense, Jonathan Hall. There's a meeting in the backfield by that CU front 4. And stopped after about a half-yard gain on first down was Ficklin.
Well, and there's
Parker, the running back. He motions out quickly. Ficklin towards the end zone. And there it is again. Another touchdown. Larry Simmons from... And the route is on in Salt Lake City. The Utes a statement half tonight against Colorado. Now it's through the air. He's thrown for 113. He's rushed for $151. In his first career start. You get the time off. You have some physical practices. It has not resonated so far tonight. And Utah has taken full advantage. And Simmons... stranger things have happened.
That's the optimist in you.
Have they really? Hey, coming up tomorrow.
Who do you watch on Monday Night Football? You watching Peyton and Eli or Joe Buck and Troy Aikman?
I watch Joe and Troy. That's just me.
Okay.
I think they're 2 of the best in the business. That booth is out. Daly, the BYU transfer. Pressure off the right side. Salter got rid of it. And the pass broken up, intended for Quentin Gibson. And over there, Buffs with -8 total yards in the half. Salter, it's going to be a little bit more after that. It's Jonathan Hall again. Second sack of the game and a loss of 8 more. Beat down at Baton Rouge, Brian Kelly. Devastating loss, convincing win by the Aggies in Death Valley. And the fair catch at the 29. What do you like?
Could it go any better, Roy?
It could not. I like it when you ask me the question. Ficklin heaves one deep and over the outstretched arms of J.J. Buchanan. Feel free to do that in our second half. We may have some chances to do more.
Negative plays for Utah tonight.
40-point lead with 1 timeout. Ficklin to the perimeter. And he'll dance out of bounds crossing the 30.
You know, at some point, and probably sooner rather than later, if I'm Kyle Whittingham,
Yeah, Dampier was hit some 25 times in that game. Ficklin eludes pressure, spins to set his feet, and a laser beam out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and 5.
looking tried at the right time in the season.
And Ficklin incomplete. Looking for Ryan Davis. OCU gets a stop.
Your losses, hand the football off, get this clock running, and just get to the locker room.
Ryan Phillips, Utah's punter, has more passing yards than Colorado's quarterback, Caden Salter, 25-23. If you can believe that. That's with Dante Corleone, the Godfather. And then Sorsby just makes plays, doesn't turn it over. And it's starting to feel like it's his time to shine. Transferring in from Indiana.
Against the Utah Utes, it's going to be a heavyweight title fight.
Salter pressured. And out of bounds, it'll be 3rd and 5.
And the football team, they were really confident coming in tonight.
Pressure off the edge, and the punt was blocked by the Utes. Jackson Benny broke through the...
How about that play by Benny?
Empty backfield, Ficklin off the fake to Daniel Bray. And straight ahead as time winds. 5 seconds remaining, just trying to clock it. Got to have 3 seconds on the clock to do that. He had more than 3. Vince, and at the end of the half,
playoff lives, they're trying to get to the Big 12 title game. But I tell you what, the true freshman signal caller, he has been excellent in the first half of football tonight.
Down to Stormy, what are you hearing?
Let him continue to work this out. He said we could see it.
Ryan Staub, the backup, we saw him as a starter as recently as the Houston game on the road. Game in which CU trailed by just 2 at halftime of that contest.
But Deion Sanders said it this summer. He felt like this was a better football team than the one he had a season ago that won 9 games.
It's certainly a different team. Salter escapes, and this is what he can do. It's the first time we've seen it tonight. Wasn't a design quarterback run, but he's got the wheels. And if you... And Colorado now on the positive side of the ledger in terms of total offense. Micah Welch had to retreat to receive the screen. He's going
to win against Iowa State.
Gibson went in motion. Play action. Salter straight ahead and tripped up crossing the 40. He'll get 4 more yards back. Jonathan Hall, the tackle, Stormy.
Well, case with the inconsistencies from that position this season.
3rd and 13. Here comes the heat. Salter steps up again, straight ahead. And spun down close to the line to gain. It's going to be 4th and about a yard. Jonathan Hall stops Salter before extending this drive. It's a 12-yard gain. In this 3rd quarter, at some point you feel like you could see Isaac Wilson, and they're trying to redshirt this season. A penalty flag comes in. Utes get the stop on 4th down. A little fight by CU to start the 3rd with Caden Salter doing the bulk of the damage.
Unfortunately, Roy.
Ficklin, little RPO action. And stepping out is Ryan Davis. A good throw.
I did a little John Daly last year. I had the American flag.
Dominating performance by Utah. Straight ahead goes Rogers. Really for both sides. If you're Kyle Whittingham, you mentioned the game coming up next week. Cincinnati comes to town. Bearcats are undefeated in the Big 12, and Utah's trying
some starters out, let other guys get reps, and which is going to matter as you head into the month of November and you talk championship month in December. You're going to need those guys. So the good quality rep.
And quarterback gets the start, first of his career, gains some more confidence. Bentley picks up a 1st down, and so now entering November you have Bert Ficklin and Devin Dampier. That's a 9-yard gain on.
He was a freshman. The lights have not been too bright for him, but until you make that first career start, you just don't know. And right now, Bert Ficklin is passing with flying colors, but you're right.
We know about this young man. Rayshawn Parker on 2nd and long, dives down to the 31, and he won a state championship playing high school football in Oklahoma. He certainly can run this offense to perfection.